So then to our location report, the subject of which is Michael Winner's new movie, Dirty Weekend. Mr. Winner, I need hardly remind you, is best known for Death Wish and the like, films in which women's main function is to be so brutalised as to make almost palatable the consequent violent excesses of Charles Bronson. But this time out, he's chosen to adapt the best-selling novel by Helen Zahavi, in which it's a woman, Bella, who during a weekend in Brighton finally snaps after being ill-treated by various men and murders a peeping Tom. The book is very much a feminine view of sexual violence. We joined Winner and company on location in a hotel where Bella bumps into the second man she meets during the course of this fateful weekend.
Please, I have to get through. Look at this bar. Oh, lovely, thank you. Here we go. Quiet, please. Shush, shush. Roll.
Running.
797.
Take 3.
Action.
Are you here on holiday?
I live here.
Local. How fascinating. I'm down here on a conference, clinical psychology. I won't bore you with all the gory details. You're far too pretty.
It shows a woman throwing all inhibitions away, taking the law into her own hands, doing violent things and enjoying it, having fun. The great thing about Bella is that she has a wonderful time.
I think Bella does what a lot of women fantasize about doing. And I think that, I hope that the audience would leave the cinema feeling elated and as if they've been through some sort of exorcism. I don't think it's encouraging women to go and murder somebody who blows her a kiss, but you know, it may encourage women to be a little bit stronger when they need to be.
This begins to sound like familiar territory for Winner, who's best known for the Death Wish films, in which Charles Bronson turns murderous vigilante after his wife is murdered.
I see the money, man.
You'll have to take it.
Charles Bronson was the macho man image of the early 70s. And I think that image has vastly changed today, and the concern today is a really deep-rooted woman's rebellion and a woman's voice being heard against these years of censure and put down and general male chauvinism, of which I'm guilty, because we're all brought up in this. We're brought up with this attitude, and we're brought up with this position of women ingrained in us.
With its central theme of violent female revenge, the novel attracted much attention when it was published 2 years ago, not all of it favourable. For Zahavi, it was a way of dealing with a distressing incident in her past.
I had been pestered by a peeping Tom, and in fact, you tend to blame yourself. You have a very female reaction, you feel guilty, you feel very vulnerable. The normal reaction is to take a Valium, to lock yourself in, to close up completely. And for a while, that's what I did. And one day, like Bella, I literally woke up and wanted to kill him.
Yep.
I'm watching you. You passed me in the street. Took a while to find your number.
Well, it's not listed.
There's something I've been meaning to tell you. Not sure how to put it, but I think you ought to know. I can see you through the curtains.
I'm afraid I don't.
I can watch you moving through the curtains. I don't like cheap curtains. Cheap women buy cheap curtains.
I don't think that well-balanced men would be bothered by the book or the film at all, because in fact, men don't feel diminished when they've read the book. They can relate to Bella on a human level. And I think I'd like to stress that she does nothing below the belt at all. She really is a very well-bred girl.
I'm absolutely certain that with Leah Williams in this film, a major film actress has come forward. When she was hammering her peeping Tom, who'd driven her mad to death, and I was looking through the camera, I nearly fainted. I thought I'd better get out of here. She looks so ferocious, and yet she's a nice girl from Surrey, with a nice family, but she is capable of a great display of emotion.
Michael's an absolute monster, but he has a wicked sense of humour, and I like that. I really like to laugh.
Hello, dear. Your moment has arrived.
Another Winner characteristic is an unorthodox approach to hiring extras. Finding himself in need of someone to walk on, he brazenly approached an American tourist checking into the hotel.
You just arrived?
Just
This minute?
this minute.
Now, what I want you to do, dear, is I want you to stand here, my dear, and when you hear me say action, I want you to go up to this chap and have a little chat with him. Will you do that?
Later on, even the scriptwriter was drafted in for her first and what may be her last screen appearance.
Cut. Now, Helen, dear, you're sitting there like you're in a trance. Talk to him. Talk to this nice Irishman.
Go again, please, mercifully.
Talk. Talk. I want you to know you have to be very tolerant in this job. Tolerant and pleasant, like me.
Like what? Dirty Weekend opens on October the 29th.